Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
First and 10.
On the set. Moves. Razor.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's straight. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
This offense has it with really good field position. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout called by the offense.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Got a wide open receiver. And it'll be a touchdown.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He might want another play. Right on the money. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He wants to take the top off. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's loose. Touchdown.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
He's got him in the flat. There he goes.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To the air. It's straight. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for space. It's Booker. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Might be changing the route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 2nd down coming up. Leaves it with the running back. Still running at the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have the talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Makes the grab. It's Burks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. And he tackles him for no gain.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Extending the play. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football, incompletion, move on.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Got it in the middle, it's Burks. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
That's caught. It's Randall. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now on 2nd and short after the 1st down completion. power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the air, it's Drake. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10.
42 spike.
Takes the handoff. It's Booker. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Off play action on first down. Rushes on him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the cornerback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
That's a first down for the offense.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Got it behind the line. It's Gideon. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find the end zone. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway.
Set to advance on the fly.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Take over. First and 10.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near you.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Got enough space. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll go back to work on offense. Quarterback making checks. Here's a hit. And The pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Off the play fake. Under fire. The sure hands, it's Booker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Mark down at the 39-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Dropping back, it's straight. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Booker.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
In the red area, it's Booker. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run. And they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Let's go.
Got his man quickly. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. On to attempt to try. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. How entertaining has this game been? How good are these offenses right now as we take a look at the stats after 3? One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He leaves it with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Gideon. caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Trying play action. Steps away. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Flying out to the left. Touchdown. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
What a play call, 4th and short. Everybody in the building expecting that to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They had the matchup they wanted, one-on-one. QB takes a shot. It's an absolute strike, and they take it all the way in for a touchdown. What a play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 18 over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. It's Drake. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
To the air on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown. Getting set for the point after.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They go to the ground. He's running free down the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, bleed the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He'll run it again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Drake. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number one team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number one, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.